Hey everybody, welcome back. It is Mandy and we're doing a firefly reading tonight. The difference between this firefly reading and other firefly readings is that this reading, I'm drinking sangria. I may have already had one, and this is my second one. It's only half, but I can totally feel it, you guys. I don't drink often, so when I do, it's with you fine people. Okay. Yeah, I don't drink often. Hardly ever at all, except for like maybe I'm on vacation and I'll have like a Bloody Mary or something. But I made sangria and I've got like 5,000 gallons of it left, so I'm still drinking sangria. But I'm not supposed to drink on my blood pressure medication. Nobody cares. Developed high blood pressure when I had my daughter 4 years ago, and it's never gone away, which is fun because it's not like just diet and exercise shit. It's different. So, but on occasion I will, and I am. And you know what? Sangria is fucking delicious. I blame Devin. You know who you are. You started me down the downward spiral of sangria, and here we are doing drunk tarot readings. What is happening? I used to be such a nice spiritual girl. So ashamed. Anyway. So. We're going to do a drunk, that's what we're doing. We're doing a drunk reading tonight. I'm not even drunk. That's the sad part. Although I will be soon because it doesn't take much anymore. Aren't I fun? Okay. You're just like, I'm not watching this. You can just click off. It's fine. There's a dislike button. I see it. Okay. I got every single deck out. Spirit, what do you want? They're like, we want you to not do drunk readings. You had funny guys. You are very funny guys. Okay. Actually, let's do some crystal shit. Crystal cards. What have you got to say? Let's see if there's a theme. What is the theme for tonight? I'm just weird in general, by the way, so actually I could like act like this in real life and that would be normal for me. So put that in your judgment jar. Okay, Spirit, let's do a fun reading, huh? How about something fun? How about a fun reading? They're already into intuition. God damn. Couldn't we have gotten the party crystal? And peace? Peace? Peace and intuition? Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Intuition, peace. Okay. Travel. That's a party waiting to happen. Fucking love it. Oh, I just want to eat this card. Except I'm not hungry. Okay. We have got I feel like there's a lot of stress in our lives right now. I feel like we are like, what direction to take? What direction to take? What direction? There's something about truly trusting our intuition in regard to our lives. Sorry, I should probably turn this video off now because I feel like it's time to like let go of the tarot cards, let go of the pick a cards, let go of going to see the tarot ladies, let go of like listening to your parents, let go of whatever. It's like, what is your intuition telling you about your life? Your intuition, okay? Numero uno. That third eye chakra. Third eye chakra. What is it telling you, okay? There is some kind of peace that is required right now. Through our crown chakra, we are kind of downloading what is going to give us the most peace. There's an ending taking place in our lives right now. Some kind of significant, something has already ended. Oh God, there is so much oneness here. We've got 1, we've got 10, and we've got 10. So 1 plus 0 equals 1. 1, 1, 1. Okay, so it's like already an intuitive synchronistic moment that we're having right here. Something has ended, and we are now stepping into a sense of our own personal power, our own personal sovereignty, our own personal individuality. And all of this like lack of, you know, clarity, this kind of like things I have to figure out, all of that is gonna, where like peace is going to come through by using our intuition, by allowing ourselves the peace to just kind of sit and just like connect with the divine. And at the end of the day, the answer here is some kind of travel, dude and dudettes. Root and crown chakra, something about feeling the stability. Root chakra is all about our stability, you can do the word stability, our security. Root chakra, it's about our safety. To me, it's like kind of like inner child card, where you know, what makes us feel safe, like our survival, our instincts. So there's something here about, and then we've got 2 crown chakras. So we've got 1 root chakra, but 2 crown chakras. So lots of downloads about how we can somehow make travel a stabilizing thing. For some of you, I'm getting like sprinter vans. For some of you, I'm getting like, you know, travel the globe and kind of like do the YouTube channel or something. For some of you, I'm getting moving to another location. There's something, yeah, really significant about manifesting this new life for ourselves, choosing ourselves above everything else. On the bottom of the deck, we've got Tiger Eye. Wow. That reminds me of, oh God, what is it? It's so not important. It's really stupid. It's like, oh, it's not AutoZone, but it's something. It's like, da, 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 and at the end, the thing goes, wow. Shit, what is it? I'll link it down below if I can think of it. It's a stupid jingle. Oh, I'm so disappointed in myself. But every time I hear it, at the end it goes, wow. Anyway, very serious. Tiger Eye. Tiger Eye is a stone of confidence. It's a stone of grounding. But in this deck, it's about animals and our solar plexus chakra. I feel like this is kind of lots of different things here. Getting Eye of the Tiger. I'm getting like kind of training this marathon, you know, montage for kind of like redeveloping our intuition, kind of like working at it, like really trusting spirit again, really attuning with the divine again, like you're the coach and I'm Rocky, and like, okay, let's do this together, man. So kind of getting like this fighter mentality of like, yeah, I got to get ready for this. I got to prepare for this. And then there's, you know, animals, where I feel like the animals in your life are going to be very significant to you. The solar plexus chakra is all about our willpower, determination, our self-confidence, how we present ourselves in the world, how we feel about ourselves, the courage that we have. So I feel like there's something about kind of having the courage to be like, this is what I'm doing, people. Like, this is what it is. And you don't have to enjoy my choices, but I got this sprinter van for $200 off of Craigslist, and I know I'm going places. So interesting. I like this reading. What is going on? What is this about? What is it about? Let's do some goddess cards. I might have to read these because I'm not super familiar with this deck, but goddess cards. I love that travel came out. Oh my God. Travel. It's the best thing in the world. Who cares about marriage or anything else when you can travel, travel, travel? I just wrote that. Okay. Spirit, what else? What else for my fireflies? Oh my God. Everybody, grab a drink. You're drinking with me. Every time I say you have to drink. That's like a million times. I'm so bad. Like, I wish I could speak better. In college, I was a communications major with a track in drama and oral performance, which isn't what that sounds like, but it should be. But yeah, I should be able to speak better than I do. But I don't. Drink. Okay. Drink. Like a naughty girl for doing this video. Okay. Truth. We've got Matt reversed. I'm gonna read that shit. Okay, she does not look. Some truth is being laid down. She's getting hers, man. Shit. And then we've got communion on the back. Ishtar. Okay, she's also reversed. On the bottom, we've got miracles. Mary. Mary is also reversed. What does this mean for us? Let's find out, shall we? Lots of reading taking place here. Can you handle it? Okay. 31, Matt. Protection message. Alignment message. Okay. The law of karma states that everything comes into balance sooner or later. So trust that in the greater story of your life, all wrongs will get righted. The goddess Mat appears with her scales of justice to remind you that you are seeing only one moment in time. When I'm all that I thought I could be. The balance of events tips both ways until it comes into coherence with the harmony of the universe. Regardless of the natural rebalancing, it's time to speak up if you see injustice in your world. Matt says in order for you to be truly free, everyone must be free. She offers you the alignment task of considering where you may have hurt someone else and how your unconscious projection of how the world should be may have set you up for a transgression even if you were innocent. This is a time of great unraveling, and nothing meaningful will be accomplished without some effort. Another message for you now is to see behind the words of others, especially when you feel they may be withholding truth or acting without awareness. It's important not to enable this. Tell the truth with as much love as you can, even though denial may be swept away in an awkward moment and everyone feels exposed. It's an important way to move forward with compassion. The goddess Mat reminds you that she is a champion for those willing to course correct and gives you her full support. Y'all, some shit went down. Some shit went down. Some truth. Okay, so this is like justice scales. Wow. Oh my God. Speaking of truth, I've never looked better. Okay. Justice scales, wrongs being righted, karma playing out, like us getting our justice, okay? So something has played out. There's a few things to remember here. I feel like the beginning part was like where we should be going with our energy, using our intuition to get peace, to move forward, to have the courage to like make changes, have our own movie montage. Whereas like the actual things happening right now is this like unbalancing. There's something that's happened where we're either not speaking our truth or someone is not speaking their truth, or there's like a lot of truths not being said. You know, have we hurt anybody? Have we, even if we're the innocent ones, and then to see behind the words of others, especially when you feel they may be withholding truth or acting without awareness. It's important not to enable this. Tell the truth with as much love as you can, even though denial may be swept away in an awkward moment and everyone feels exposed. It's an important way to move forward with compassion. So it's just kind of like airing out the bullshit and just being truthful and being like, hey, you're not telling the truth right now. Like I can use my spidey senses. You're not telling the truth. So how about if we're just truthful? Interesting. That's like heavy. Like what's going on in your world, fireflies? You sound like you need a sangria. Speaking of, everybody drink. Okay. Ishtar. When you refuse to see the signs, oh my God, we're getting such reprimands tonight. What the fuck? Okay. Ishtar, I'm serious. When you refuse to see the signs, it can ultimately take you down a path you really don't want to be on. When red flags indicate something is not quite right, it's not a sign to jump in with both feet. It says this is not for you. This is not yet. This is to be revealed. If you choose to move forward stubbornly, you could find yourself back in an old lesson you'd rather not face again. When you're attached to an outcome and unable to see another option, you might say, "The oracle said this wasn't in my best interest, but I'm going to do it anyway." The truth is that the goddess Ishtar is offering this alignment task for you now. Trust that the wisdom in the universe will provide, with perfect form but in divine timing. This means you might have to wait for a while, reconnect to your partnership with the goddess, and trust that you will not be left behind. This connection is at the core of everything. So, the most important thing right now is your relationship with spirit. That is the most important thing. And there are red flags right now in your life saying, like, this isn't the right time. Like, there's red flags here. Like, do not push it. Do not be stubborn. Take a step back instead, because if you do push it, you're going to relearn old lessons that you've already learned, and you don't have to relearn them. Like, rather, like, high five spirit, go have, you know, a day in the mountains, go drink some sangria, go work on yourself, you know, go get that personal trainer, which is what I'm calling tomorrow. Go take those guitar lessons, like go do things that will keep you occupied, even if it's just to keep you busy, like whatever, just kind of get away from what you want to attach yourself to. And know that it's just not the right timing, that divine timing is at play. And trust that it will work out in your best interest. You will not be left behind. Okay. Then we've got finally Mary with miracles. Okay. Mary. Have you stopped believing in miracles? There can be miracles if you believe. Do you think that they are only for others or doubted their existence? Could it be you've been reading and watching the news too often and so finding yourself feeling powerless and despondent? Don't despond yourselves. Or has the dry spell of your life gone on so long you even stopped looking for water? This is painful because I've been in that position before where it's just like, fuck my life, fuck everything. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't know how to like get out of my situation. If I have to go to work another day, I'm going to goddamn die. So I know that feels, but it is amazing if we can just flip that switch to just like a little bit of hope, a little bit of hope, a little bit of belief, a little bit of, I could win the lottery today. I could, you know, anything could happen today. Everything radically changes today. We can change our mindset into, wow, my life doesn't have to be a complete toilet bowl of humanity. It can be a bidet. It can be a bidet, and then it can be a, this is such a bad example. It can be an entire bathroom in a house that's a McMansion. I don't know. But my point is, it isn't, like, again, like in this moment, it feels like the end of the world, but miracles can happen at any point, at any point, at any point. Have no fear, for Mary has a message for you. This is all about your mindset. This moment is an opportunity to turn things around, and it begins with your thinking. What if you remembered that your repeated thoughts, feelings, and beliefs call the world into form? What if you recommitted to your co-creative partnership with the divine and from there chose another way to experience your life? So this is all about manifesting with spirit. Every part of the day, every moment of the day, I've said this a million times, that we are manifesting every moment. Are we manifesting from a place of love and compassion and excitement and joy and like, anything can happen? Or are we manifesting from a place of like, that fucking sucks. Like, oh, of course my car broke down again. Like, yep, fuck my life. Like, yep, that would happen to me, wouldn't it? When we're in that attitude, we just get more of the same. So you can get more and more and more miracles, and you can look at people and be like, oh, how nice for them. Oh, life must be easy for them. Or we can completely change the narrative of like, wow, everything keeps happening to me. Oh my gosh, like it's amazing. Like when you're positive, like how, like it really is completely night and day. And I only say that because I've been night and day before. My life has been an entire dumpster fire shit show. And my life has also been like such crazy ass miracles that it's like, holy fucking shit. So, sometimes, you know, I manifested just a sangria and then my life is already better. So, so yeah, like believe in miracles again. You have the power of Mary, mother of miracles, running through your veins. She did not need the seed of a man. I've got the need for seed. Oh my God, Amanda. Okay. She did not need the seed of a man from outside her to give birth to a miracle. Okay. Boom. Mary's the shit. In the same way, you do not need your outer world to change first. You don't need someone to rescue you, love you, or take you away. You are the one you've been waiting for. You are the one you've been waiting for, fireflies. You need only choose how you will respond to your current reality and focus on a day at a time in service to the miracle of life. What is for you has its own divine timetable. Your alignment task is to remember that. Okay, fireflies, here it is. Divine timing is at play here. Divine timing, divine timing, divine timing. There's karma at play. There's cycles closing out. There's things we've left behind. There's a lot of shit going on, and that's why you're probably like kind of scrambling a little bit. But as we've seen here, it's like we will get our justice. We will not be left behind. I already don't remember what Ishtar was, but there was something important there. And, you know, miracles like believing again, believing, communing with the divine. Okay, so your goals right now are just to remember that we are magical beings, to not let this situation affect us, but instead to use our intuition to find that peace, so we can travel, so we can be Rocky, so we can kind of just like completely take our lives on a miraculous new trajectory. Okay, so that's exciting. I probably would have said it better, probably not, if I hadn't been drinking. The devil drink. Okay. What do you want next? There can be miracles if you believe. When hope is frail, it's hard to kill. Those are not the lyrics. When hope is, I don't know. Some of y'all are going through relationship stuff, and that is what is happening. Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough. Oh, I'm so sorry, except I'm not. All right. We've got She Who Divines, future, a future choice judgment. This is kind of like a judgment card in traditional tarot. Big wake-up call. Big wake-up call to our intuition, to our intuition, to things playing out the way that they need to. It's kind of just like foreseeing, like the energy that I'm getting here is foreseeing the outcome, not being attached to it, but kind of like having the peace within, like the inner wisdom, the clarity, the sight to be like, I know what's going on here, and I need to let this play out. Like I need to have the wisdom to know to let this play out, to trust our divinity, to trust our inner witch, to trust our inner whatever the hell you call yourself, to trust that inner compass, to be like, I see above this situation. I trust my intuition. I know what's going on here. And it has to play out the way that it plays out. And I need to like kind of stay in my own lane and do my own thing. Then we've got She Who Hopes, Renee, love, hope, relationships. So she's so pretty. And there's a little froggy down there. So it's just kind of like believing in love. I'm getting a couple of different things. I feel like for some of you, we're kind of in this angsty, piney, you know, I just want love. I just, you know, oh, like, when is this going to work out? Like, when is this ever going to work out? Like, what is happening? Where's my prince? Where's the, you know, a lot of that longing for love, for affection, for physicality, for like all of it. And the Spirit's like, that's not the point right now. I'm sorry, I know. It's not where we're supposed to be putting our focus. Our focus is supposed to be on numero uno, grade A meat, aka Spirit. Our relationship with Spirit is like what needs the attention right now, because that is going to sharpen our intuition. That is going to help propel us forward into like gorgeous travel and opportunities and miracles. There's also something here about believing in love, believing that we are worthy and deserving of love. So take that, how that resonates for you, because it's going to be different for everybody. But I feel like there's a situation here where we want clarity, we want answers, we want goddamn truth, and it's just not happening yet. And it's like, it's just obnoxiously no clarity whatsoever. And it's hard to believe in love when we're in situations like this, which sucks because, you know, I think we've all been there. But Spirit doesn't want us to lose hope in love. They just want us to like put the brakes on and like see the situation for what it is, to not be codependent, to not be so like piney and longing that we're not in our everyday lives. You know, I spent my entire high school career, I think, like pining over guys that I liked and completely codependent. And I missed out on like an education or just like kind of like being present in my own school, because the guys that I liked were always like 2.5 hours away in another youth group, and like that's like a whole life journey. But long story short, don't escape your life pining for somebody else. Live your life. Live your life and like be open to love, soften your heart. Any hurts that you've been caused, any wounding where it's like, wow, that person really friggin' hurt me and really like beat me up and I feel completely betrayed and a million other things. It's like time to like soften our hearts and kind of believe in love, believe that we're worthy of love, to not see that situation as rejection, but instead to see it as something else, as red flags that like we don't need to, like that's a path we don't need to go down, at least not yet, as it said. So don't waste your life pining. Instead, I love this card. Create. She who creates. Shiala. Her. Creativity, originality, spontaneity. This is all about like you just like being yourself, like creating the things, getting the tattoo, you know, taking the guitar lessons, you know, making your arts, doing your songs, creating your companies, you know, whatever creativity is for you, to be your own unique, original, authentic, wackadoodle self, and to just relish in it and just kind of like this is your time to focus on you and all that you've got going on and all of your gifts and abilities, because pining for somebody else or wanting clarity for something else, it's like it's draining all of our energy that could be used to create. Okay. Getting that very, very, very strongly. So like, what do you want to create right now? What have you been called to create? What are the many things you want to create? Just do one of them if it feels overwhelming. Okay, we're already whole and complete. We are already worthy. We don't need somebody's approval, somebody's love to complete us, to get us happy enough to want to create. It's like we have to do that for ourselves, because otherwise, you know, that's some kind of, you know, love attachment, some kind of codependency or something. Okay, I don't think it was somebody knocked. Sorry. Somebody knocked. Is that you? Go. I think it was upstairs. Sorry. Weird. So yeah, we don't need any of that stuff to be able to create. We need to do that for ourselves so we're not in codependent bullshit. And then on the back of the deck, we've got Primavera, she who begins, launch, actualize, potential. Okay, huge transformation. This is like a huge lesson being given to us right now. If we can let go of past cycles, of pining for people, of needing answers and clarity, of putting our entire lives on hold, like waiting for that closure for our lives to begin, if we can allow that to just kind of like not hold space for it anymore, you know, like it's there, there's nothing we can do about it. You know, release the energy, pray about it, you know, all that stuff. But if we can instead move forward and like create, you know, this is like a huge transformation, because in the past, I feel like the red flags, I feel like we have just pined and spent like years of our life, you know, wasting time on people, on jobs, on opportunities, and like things that never played out. We just kind of wasted time on people that didn't deserve it, or that didn't show up for us, or whatever, you know, that took the wind out of our sails, that, you know, all the goals and dreams and ambitions, it's like it wiped out our self-confidence, that solar plexus chakra. And rather than like dive into all of our talents and gifts and abilities and what we were supposed to co-create with Spirit, instead we let that affect us. And this time Spirit's saying like, no. We're going to use our intuition to recognize this pattern. We're going to find peace within ourselves. We're going to take care of ourselves. Then we are going to, you know, put this action plan into place so that we can travel, so we can have our hopes and dreams and do all these amazing, wonderful things. And, you know, have the courage, you know, to be the eye of the tiger. Yeah. And as Rocky says, if I can change, you can change. Everybody can change. So, okay. Interesting. What are we doing on time? 32. What else? I think I want to pull these, but I'm gonna have to read them, so I'll wait on that. Let's get some guidance real quick. Guidance. And I'll get an angel card too, like a angel prayer message card. What guidance do y'all have? Guidance. Doobity-doop-de-doo. That's too many, but we've got a fucking travel card again, god damn it. Hey. Okay. At the end of the day, exactly what I said. Taking shelter, going within, trusting that intuition. The answers are within, okay? Get yourself a snowy little cabin in your soul. Take a time out, bring your little lantern. Okay, for me, this is a camping trip this weekend. I'm actually fucking doing this. I'm going on a little solo camping trip to take some time to go within and just kind of like redirect my energy and kind of figure out what's next for me. So I beg of you to do the same. Whatever that means for you. If you can get away for a weekend, great. If you can't, chisel out some time. Demand time for yourself. And I say demand because as a mother, like you really have to demand it. So if you've got people in your life that are like, oh, I thought we were going to do this thing, like, fuck them. All that matters right now is you and Spirit. So yes, go within, take the time. The first card that came out was this Faraway Places. This is a travel card for me. Get ready for new horizons. Okay, you're either like moving or you're going on big traveling adventures or something. I don't feel like, because I get this card like 186 times, I don't feel like it's just like a traveling within. I feel like you're actually going somewhere. You're actually either buying a ticket or doing the thing or, you know, figuring something out. I love it. Love it. And spirits, like, get ready for new horizons. So again, like believing in those miracles again, believing things work out for you, believe that you are worthy of getting to travel and getting to see the world, or getting to, you know, move across country, or like whatever it is that you want to do, you fucking deserve it. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. So again, like just, you know, with the rainbow here, the miracles, and, you know, they've got a little friend, and, you know, like you're just so supported. You know, there's so much like bounty and abundance here. Trust that you're not alone. Trust that as you take this sojourn into like your next steps, just trust that you're not alone. Trust that you don't have to go through any of this by yourself. Know that the support is all around you, and that at the end of the day, like again, like you're gonna get yours. You are, like those that justice will play out. And we've got a peacock here, which always to me represents kind of, you know, letting it shine. I think in the spirit animal deck, Colette Baron Reed's deck, I think the peacock is like letting it shine or something. So, you know, just being your authentic self and your unique self, and letting your unique self shine on this journey. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Live your bliss. What does that mean, to open our heart to joy? There's something about like our inner child here. Like what does our inner child want? What do they, you know, what did they want your life to be? And when you were 4, like who did that little person want to be? Did they want to be an astronaut? Did they want to travel and see the world? Did they want to be a dancer? Did they want to be a firefighter? You know, like whatever that is for you, finds that joy. It doesn't have to be that exact thing, but that energy of like wonder, like what was that about? And kind of like live it and find it again. And open your heart chakra energy, you guys. Do some YouTube videos on heart chakra, because I feel like for a lot of us, when we're stuck in that like, oh, it must be nice for them, I guess that's just the way my life goes. Yep, I just always get the long, short end of the stick, whatever that phrase is. Open your heart to joy. Open your heart to a different story. Okay, it's just a bunch of bullshit you've been telling yourself because a couple bad things happened to you, you know, in your history, and then that just kind of became what we knew about ourselves. Okay. And that's not to negate anybody's experience. I know some people have gone through decades of bullshit and trauma, and I'm not speaking to that per se. I'm just saying, like, for most of us, you know, it is a switch that we get to flip by changing up our energy, just in like our habitual thinking. Navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. Didn't I just say live your bliss? Follow your bliss. Like, what is your bliss telling you to do? And for a lot of us, I feel like it's travel. I feel like it's getting out of our house and going to do the thing. Navigating by the stars. Believing in magic, wonder. I'm again getting like astronaut vibes. I always wanted to be an astronaut when I was a kid, and it was just like the wonder of like the stars, and I don't know, maybe spend some time out in front of the stars, performing for them. You know, underneath the stars, just kind of an awe and wonder, and watch, you know, the planes go by, and you know, shooting stars, and kind of wonder about the other planets out there. You know, kind of just dream again. Like, it's this very expansive energy. Like, how many of us actually like look at the night sky? It's such a wondrous, magical thing. And it is not when you take an astronomy class, which is so sad. But in real life, looking at the stars is like, like it's just so incredible. And how often do we do that? Not often. So do that. Let's get some angel cards. Back to December all the time. Turns out freedom ain't nothing but missing you. That song might resonate for somebody in. That's Taylor Swift, Back to December. Listen to it. I don't know when this shit pops into my head. Manifesting miracles. Archangel Orion, also known as Archangel Severus Snape. It kind of looks like. Anyway. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. So both Mary and Archangel Orion are on it. They want you manifesting miracles. Don't hate, meditate. That's what the card says. It gets me every time. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. Okay, so again, that peace, that intuition, taking that time out, that hermit energy, go on your camping trip, sit in your bed for hours and do absolutely fucking nothing but listening and just doing your best to be and to like not focus on anything else. Listen to what your intuition has to say, what your inner child has to say. Is anything being spoken? How does it feel to just rest and be? I believe it might be frustrating if your mind is like that hamster wheel, but the more often you do it, the more you're going to crave it. And the more you crave it, the more you're going to get some answers, for real. Jesus Christ. Of Latter-day Saints. Express your creativity. Like I almost just broke down into like crying. Express your creativity. Thank you, angels, for helping me to express my inner creator. You guys, create the shit that like the little things that pop in your head. Just do it. Just create it. Even if it's weird, even if it's like, it's just a stupid TikTok, like just fucking do it. Do the things, okay? Unleash the creativity. And also co-create with spirit. Let spirit take the wheel. Co-create this life with spirit. Express your creativity. Creativity is also about creating your life. You know, some spiders. You might be seeing spiders up the asshole like I am in my entire apartment. If you see spiders, okay, know that they are telling you to not only be patient. Okay, spiders are extremely patient. But also they're hyper creative little fucking bugs, little 8-legged freaks. Sorry guys, I feel bad. I have a love-hate relationship with spiders. It's fine. If you see spiders, they're incredibly creative. They're always creating. If something gets wiped out, their little web, they create another web the next day. Seriously, like they're just like unfazed. They are, you know, highly intuitive. They represent intuition. Okay, so if you have a life path number 3, especially, you know, your creativity, it's like so important. Yes. Peaceful warrior, Archangel Ariel. Thank you, Ariel, for helping me stand my ground with peace. Peaceful warrior, Archangel Ariel. Okay, so again, earlier there was that kind of like battle energy, that justice, that I think it was Matt, where it was like, you know, honesty that needs to be spoken, or you know, truths that need to come out, things that need to be said, exposing others, speaking our truth. Yeah, for some it's like us speaking our truth and being like, this is what's true for me. And also it's like being like, you're not being truthful right now. You're not, like, you know, exposing other people, standing our ground. You know, if it weren't for you meddling kids, you know, like that Scooby-Doo moment of, hey, we know what's going on here. Like, there might be people in your life where you need to expose the truth and be like, hey, this is who you've always been. Hey, this is exactly what you're doing. I know I'm being manipulated. I know that you're fucking sending me weird energy. I know that you're trying to take all my money. I know that you're sending crazy energy to other people. I know, you know, like whatever it is for you. It could be like a million different things. But to expose and to speak truth, but to do it peacefully, okay? To be grounded in a sense of ourselves that is so pure, so deep, so resolute that nothing can knock us off course. And when somebody's like, oh yeah, like, sorry, like that thing just didn't work out, for you to be like, okay, then then this is what's going to happen, you know, or just being assertive about it. And so for some of us who are doormats, or who are used to kind of like overgiving, or who are used to not wanting to rock the boat and letting other people, you know, if we've got a history of trauma or whatever, we don't want to, we're afraid to stand our ground because we don't want to rock the boat. We don't want to, yeah, we don't want to be unliked sometimes. And Spirit's saying, like, it's time to be unliked. It's time to like ourselves more. It's time to honor and love ourselves more and to speak our truth and to know that we have the strength, the absolute strength that we've got it within us to be like, you know what? I'm not standing for this anymore. I'm going to fight for my shitty life, Annie, bridesmaids. And I'm going to take my life back. Okay? Take that how it resonates. Synchronicity. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. Okay, so for a lot of us, we're probably seeing a whole bunch of signs right now. I mean, we had 111 earlier. You might be seeing 111, 222, 333, 444, like all the numbers. You might be listening to like song lyrics. There might be messages in those songs. If something sounds or, you know, feels significant, you might see, you know, animals, you know, repeatedly. Like for me, spiders are all over my house, and I know I'm supposed to be creating. Which is why I'm taking this camping trip, because my energy is just directed in like 18 different places. So I hope for all of our sakes that we pay attention to the animals that are sending us messages. You might just need to snuggle with your pet, but there's a lot of different synchronicities, ways the Spirit is trying to communicate with us. Okay, so last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a love card, because it definitely was some love vibes. Oh my God, it's so good. I love sangria. Journey of love cards. So these are some love cards. I just want one, if possible. One. One card, Spirit, if you can, for my fireflies. Turns out freedom ain't nothing but missing you. We've got dream a little. Pretty. Dream a little. 5 + 1 = 6. 6, a very healing number. 2022 is a 6th year. So we might really be doing a lot of healing. It's a number of harmony as well. So let's see what this is about. Thank you for bearing with all of my reading tonight. I'm going to read an excerpt from Journey of Love. Okay. The divine wants to bless you with inspiration, just as a lover would come to... Sorry. Okay, let's start over. Take 2. I'm a professional. Okay. The divine wants to bless you with inspiration, just as a lover would come to the door of the beloved with a spontaneous gift of flowers. So dream a little. Let your imagination wander. Typo. Let your imagination wander and wonder. What if? What else could be? Breaking down the rigid walls of expectation. Just because something has been, does not indicate that it must continue in the same way. So dream a little and receive your spiritual gift. This oracle brings you guidance. A spiritual gift of inspiration is on its way or has just recently been received. It isn't flight of fancy. It's a gift from the divine. Receive it and believe in new possibilities. And the little poem here says, from unexpected meetings, we talked and shared our lifetime. A gentle, peaceful, quiet time reflected in our smile. We winged our way to distant places and walked along remembered faces of lives we knew we lived sometime before. That's some past life shit. And like a bud about to flower, having reached its appointed hour, we watch ourselves begin to open in the warm touch of spring. So the point here, gifts are coming, inspiration, believing in the what ifs, like again, like staying hopeful in love, believing in love, believing that things can work out, believing in new love, believing in just kind of like the what ifs, like letting go of expectations and kind of being open to how the universe wants to gift us. Okay. And then finally on the bottom of the deck, we've got Sacred Convergence. Don't know what that means. It's a really pretty card though. It's like lots of people. Or maybe they're stalactites and stalagmites. I can't tell. Looks like a bunch of burnt candles as well. It could be a lot of things. There is coming together happening within your body and soul, a unification of all that is within you, that is akin to traveling to a strange land. As all sorts of new sensations, not all welcome at first, begin to make themselves known to you. If you are experiencing discomfort within your own body or uncertainty and a sense of expansion to include more of life in your thoughts and feelings, then you are conscious of this sacred convergence. It's like two worlds or more colliding. If you are sensitive, you will feel it happening as an important event without necessarily having a physical situation to attribute the experience to or upon which to hang an explanation. So there's like a lot of shit going on in your world, and you might understand it, you might not. It might be like, why do I feel this way? There's no reason, there's no like realistic way for me to experience this. It might be like a huge spiritual awakening and you're like, what is happening? Like in regular plain day to day, like this is fucking crazy. Like what is happening? You may also be encountering this in a very physical sense by finding yourself in situations which you previously would have avoided. You may be meeting people and thrown into relationship with them, apparently more by circumstance than by your own conscious choosing. This is a meeting of you with your shadow and something to rejoice in, even if it is uncomfortable at times. Be gentle and loving with yourself and kindly seek to find the beauty in what you are learning about yourself in your interactions and experiences. So for some of us, like, and it said like being thrown into a relationship, if we're thrown into a relationship that it like is some fucking karma and we're like, what is going on? What did I do to deserve this? Like rather than kind of beat ourselves up or stay in stagnation or just be like, yep, fuck my life. Instead, see the lesson in it, see the beauty in it. Don't hit the messenger. But the mistakes that we make in life transform us. Anybody that's lived a perfect life has been a very small person. Sorry. People that make the biggest mistakes and choose to grow out of them and transmute those experiences from negative to positive, like Pitbull. I just want y'all to know that. I took my life from negative to positive. I'm so sorry. Okay. But for tonight, let's enjoy life. Pitbull, Naya, Neo tonight. You might want to listen to that song. I don't know why this should, I don't know. I want all of you tonight. My point is, thanks, Pitbull. Oh, to view this as a beautiful lesson, to view this as to like see the lesson in it and stop suffering. Once we see the lesson in it and we can be like, okay, this fucking sucks, but I understand why this is happening to me. I understand that it's to spiritually transform me. I understand that it is to elevate me. I understand that it is to get me to step into my own power. I understand that it is to get me to not just choose a situation or a person again and again and again, but instead to choose myself and my relationship with spirit, because I've got some shit to do on this planet. Like whatever that is for you, to stop the suffering of the pining and the longing and the like, but they said this and you said this and, you know, and instead to just focus on the relationship with spirit and instead to see the lesson in it. Because once we see the lesson in it, we can transform the energy of it and we don't have to stay in that energy anymore. And we can see the gratitude. We can be in gratitude for the lesson. And as soon as we can be in gratitude for a lesson, man, it transforms like that. So, yes. You are a wise soul seeking to know yourself rather than judge others. Remember your divine perfection as you are thrilled and challenged in this time of great growth. You are guided to be curious as though traveling through a foreign land and remaining open to experiencing its treasures. This oracle holds a message for you. Here it is. A deeper part of yourself is calling you forward. Any discontent, struggle, anxiety, or fear is a subconscious recognition of this. Don't worry, you are a unique plant in the divine garden. You don't have to know what plant you are in order to grow. You just need to live each day, and the growth happens naturally. I just heard, I don't even know who I am. That's okay. You don't have to know. None of us know. We just make choices, and we, take a few steps, and it's like, it's by experiencing our life that we're able to know who we are. It's not because all of a sudden we've made a mental decision of like, I'm a cowboy. Although that'd be nice. Don't worry, you're a unique plant in the divine garden. You don't have to know what plant you are in order to grow. You just need to live each day, and the growth happens naturally. Then you can see over time the beauty of your true nature revealing itself to you. It will be a revelation to be relished. And then the poem. From the white foam on a surface of blue to the mystery beneath the waves. Wherever your travels may lead, may the artist's touch inspire us to explore. God damn, travel and creativity. The ocean realm and celebrate the beauty as land gives way to water and water to the unknown. Y'all, some of you are going to live by the ocean. We can live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, get up past the breaker, watch the world die. So also listen to that song. I am still living with your ghost. Oh my God, that's such a good song. I haven't heard that song in years. I can't believe that popped into my head. Final card. I am curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. Curiosity, wonder. Okay, we don't need to rack our brains trying to figure out who we are. Be curious about it. Be curious about it. Feel like, I really want to understand myself. So like, maybe I'm this. Maybe I'm this. Maybe I'm this. Am I the person that zip lines through the jungles of Africa? Am I the person that lives beside the ocean and watches the world die? Am I the person that, runs up the mountain and lifts their family in a wheelbarrow so that they can conquer Ivan Draco and Rocky IV? Who knows? All right, little lamb/fireflies, that is the reading tonight. I hope it resonated. I hope it helps. I love you all. Thank you for putting up with me and my weird drinking habits. I love you all, and take care of you, and live your life.